Hello, YouTubers. My name is Eccentric Curls. Some of you know me from off of naturallycurly.com, maybe off of Twitter or other social media websites or whatever. But this is my first foray into doing videos, and I think I picked a good time to do it because I'm actually inspired by a video that I watched on here concerning natural-haired women, and it was a must-see. And I saw it, and there's so many places that I can start with this, but I'm going to first say that I'm a firm believer in being knowledgeable about a subject before engaging in nonsensical harangue. That basically means is before you discuss a subject or an argumentative rant, if you will, at least know what you're talking about so that people can somewhat take your argument seriously. And I couldn't take her argument seriously because it was just based upon nothing but generalizations. But let me just start with the first one that involved natural hair and one's blackness. The assertion was that if you wear your hair naturally, you're trying to assert, your blackness. I am a woman of the African diaspora. How my hair grows out of my scalp has absolutely nothing to do with that. It does not make me more or less of anything. It does not define who I am. And to attribute one's blackness with how they wear their hair is absolutely asinine. And then in the same breath, it was said that, if you wear your hair naturally, you're trying to be more white. That doesn't make any sense. Because if we're going off of socialized behaviors, if you were trying to assimilate into the dominant culture of this country, I'm using culture loosely because American culture is a mixture of so many different things. The majority don't look like me. And if I was trying to be more of something else, I would probably, bleaching my skin, wearing, European silky weaves, maybe wearing the blue eye contacts, But there are people who do that who aren't trying to be anything. And I'm not going to get into that subject because that may actually offend a few people. And but you get where I'm trying to go with this. I am being myself. My cultural, ethnic, and racial background is not reliant upon my hair. My hair does not make me more black, does not make me less black. I don't even have anything to do with this. That's genetically determined. Which brings me to something else. It was said that women who wear their hair naturally tend to talk white. And as someone who grew up in a neighborhood where you were assumed not to be articulate and to speak well, I find that highly offensive. Standard English and the usage of Standard English has absolutely, let me repeat, absolutely nothing to do with my hair. Let me break it down for you. See, dialect is socially influenced. Your environment has something to do with that, not what is already genetically determined. If you are socialized to carry yourself a certain way, your environment generally dictates that. And I don't have any say-so in that. The only choice that I have in that is how I style my hair, how it grows out of my scalp. I have no control of. There's no correlation between my blackness and how I choose to wear my hair, nor does it have anything to do with how I speak. There is no correlation. Like I said, there's no correlation between one's dialect and how they wear their hair. Again, that argument makes absolutely no sense to me. And most people with a little bit of common sense would would never even think that the two are related in any way. Um, just saying. And yeah, yeah, there is no relationship between the two. Anyway, and there was another assertion that you wear your hair naturally, you tend to be Afrocentric. Again, I'm a firm believer in being knowledgeable about, things that you're going to talk about. Afrocentricity and wearing your hair naturally are not mutually inclusive, which basically means they are not reliant upon each other to exist. Okay? And Afrocentricity is also more socially steeped. It's beyond the superficial and the aesthetics. And again, if you knew what that meant, you wouldn't have even thrown that term out. You, there is no relationship between the two. There can be individuals who are Afrocentric who may relax their hair, but may be, very active in social issues that affect people of the African diaspora. But just because I wear my hair this way doesn't mean that I'm more involved than somebody else. That's you. Basically, you can't just say A plus B equals C. It doesn't always work that way, and that is this person's argument. Not only that, she's attributing her personal experiences to represent the majority. Um, Most of the natural women that I've encountered do not bash women who relax their hair. Mostly because many of these same women who are natural were actually relaxed, myself included. I relaxed my hair for, I believe, about 6 or 7 years, from ninth grade up until maybe my sophomore year of college. It's kind of fuzzy. I don't remember the exact date, but I do know that I was 100% natural in August of 2003. So it will be 10 years. I'm sorry. Ooh, bad math. It will be 7 years. It will be 7 years in August, and it'll be technically maybe around 10 years since I transitioned. I think that's better. That's more accurate. Um,